Ever felt your heart pound, palms sweat, and voice tremble when all eyes are on you? This story unveils Maya's incredible journey of transforming crippling anxiety into unwavering confidence. Discover how shifting your focus from yourself to your valuable message can turn fear into your greatest strength. Learn to shine when it matters most, delivering your gift with power and purpose. Maya stood frozen at the podium, the conference room lights glaring like judgmental eyes. Her pounding against her ribs, a frantic drumbeat echoing the fear consuming her. This was it, the moment her carefully built confidence threatened to crumble. Her notes trembled in her grasp, each word a distant, unreachable shore in a sea of panic. She had rehearsed this 100 times, but now the carefully crafted sentences dissolved into meaningless whispers. The fear was a tidal wave about to crash. A squeak escaped her lips, a sound so small yet so loud in the oppressive silence. Shame washed over her, painting her cheeks crimson. "They know," she thought. "They all know I'm a fraud." An apology hovered on her tongue, a desperate urge to flee, to disappear behind the safety of anonymity. But then, a flicker of movement caught her eye, a silent anchor in the storm. Her manager's calm, steady gaze met hers, a small nod of encouragement slicing through the suffocating anxiety, a lifeline thrown across the tumultuous sea of her fear. His words echoed in her mind. "This isn't a performance, it's a gift of information. Just give them the gift." A simple truth cutting through the noise of her self-doubt. The impossible goal. Don't look nervous, dissolved. What if she shifted her focus? What if, instead of fearing their gaze, she focused on the knowledge she held? Taking a breath, she glanced at the first slide, no longer a judgment, but a story told not by her nerves, but by the data she had unearthed. She imagined speaking to a single colleague, sharing findings like a gift meant to enlighten and inspire. The room felt a little less vast, the silence a little less daunting. Her voice, still shaky, began to steady as she explained the core of her project. The patterns, the breakthroughs, the challenges, each a step away from fear. She let the data lead rather than hiding behind performance. The anxiety that had been a roar settled into a quiet murmur, a background hum, not the center of focus. With every slide, her confidence grew. She was no longer the target of judgment, but the messenger of valuable knowledge. Her hands stopped trembling, her voice grew clear, her mind synced with the passion she held for her work. The fear was fading with every insight shared. She was delivering a gift of information, and that was all that mattered. The weight on her shoulders lifted, replaced by a sense of purpose. When she finished, applause filled the room. Not pressure, but appreciation. A wave of genuine recognition washed over her. She allowed herself a small, relieved smile. She had survived the storm, and more importantly, she had transformed her fear. From that day on, anxiety had a new face. It was no longer a monster, but a challenge, a reminder to focus on the gift. Whenever the shadow of doubt loomed, she remembered the presentation. She knew that being the center of attention wasn't about perfection. It was about offering the gift of knowing, a gift born not from flawless delivery, but from genuine insight. Focusing on the message rather than the self, a simple shift that changed everything. The gift of knowing was more than just information. It was the courage to share, even when afraid. It was the realization that vulnerability wasn't weakness, but a bridge to connection. The knowledge that authenticity was more valuable than perfection. And that true strength came not from hiding fear, but from sharing the gift despite it. She now sought opportunities to present, not out of ego, but out of purpose. Each presentation, a chance to connect, to inspire, to empower others with knowledge. And each time, the gift of knowing grew stronger, brighter, more transformative. Anxiety was still there, but now it was a collaborator, a reminder to stay grounded, to stay true. Because the greatest gift wasn't just the information she shared, but the journey she took to share it. A journey from fear to freedom, powered by the gift of knowing.